guys, welcome to today's topic. I'm so excited for this one. 5 ways you could be blocking yourself from connecting with your spirit guides and angels, and actually to being able to hear them and see them. And we're gonna get right into it. For me, my name's Lisa Gober. I've been a psychic medium for 28 years now, and I've worked with angels the entire time, most of my life, even before I realized I was a psychic medium. And most of my clients have one, if not all, of these issues when they begin speaking with their angels. I teach people to connect and speak and have a dialogue with their angels and spirit guides, as well as all about them. This is definitely for you if you've been finding yourself kind of stuck in the, I don't know how to communicate with them, I wish I could hear them better. So 5 ways you're blocking yourself from hearing your angels and guides. So your angels and guides have no problem themselves getting through to you. It's all your problem. It's you who's blocking them, you who doesn't hear the whispers or their help. They're always talking to us, they're always communicating with us, and they're almost always working through our intuition. But there's a lot of us that realize at some point you want to be able to ask questions and actually have a dialogue. And this is what this is all about, because you can. And that's going to be our first belief. That's going to be our first issue, the number 1. It's not possible for me to communicate with them this way. I don't have that ability. That's the first limiting belief. Now, you might have heard limiting beliefs before. They're beliefs that have been ingrained in you that kind of prevent you from being able to accomplish certain things, achieve goals, and just really have a fantastic life. This is very common for people to believe that only certain people have this ability, or that nobody has this ability. Everyone has this ability, because everyone has angels and everyone has spirit guides. And so, yeah, you can totally do it, and you can totally connect with them. I want you to consider, if you're hearing this and you're like, no, that doesn't apply to me, I want you to ponder on it, write it down anyway, because just because it hasn't crept up in your brain as something that would apply to you, there still could be some unconscious beliefs that you can't do it. All right, so number 2, if you're having problems with talking with your angels and actually being able to hear them, you're afraid of hearing them. Oh, that could be scary, right? What if you hear a voice out loud? I have. But I'll tell you something about angels. They don't scare you. Whenever you hear them, even out loud, even as if it's someone next to you talking, it's always with love. Always with love. They have no ego. They don't ever come at you in a fearful way, ever. Even if they have to give you a hard time about something, it's always with love. There's always a feeling of love and support. So there's nothing to be afraid of there. And some people are just afraid of opening up that third eye, in that sense that something bad will happen. But I'll tell you this, if you're going in to talk to angels, you're not gonna be scared. They're not gonna do anything scary, and they're there to protect you, okay? That's another thing. Journal it out. Recognize that angels are pure extension of the divine. They're pure love, and they're powerful. They're more powerful than anything scary, I promise you. Number 3, mind clutter. Mind clutter. You're overthinking. You're always thinking. Maybe you can't meditate because your brain is always on. That's a tough one, because a lot of us suffer from that, and a lot of us suffer from worry and anxiety, and are, oh my God, I gotta go do this, and I gotta go here, and what if I blah 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 blah. But turning that off is so hard, right? So even when you get into the meditation, your brain is still going. Like, how long has it been? Has it been 5 minutes? I gotta go put the coffee pot on, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Your ego's gonna constantly try to distract you, because your ego doesn't realize that this is a good thing. Your ego's like, oh, you're trying to change something, and if you change something, that could be harmful to you. So it's going to pop in with any excuse and any thought it can to distract you from doing this. So before you go into any kind of meditation, whether it's a guided or you're just going to sit in silence and try to connect with your guides, journal again. But you're not just going to journal on any topic. You're going to sit down and just write. You're just going to write out your thoughts. It doesn't have to be spell checked. It doesn't have to make sense. Just write it. Just write out anything you think. Right, even if it's like, this is stupid, I don't know why I have to write this, it's not. And especially that also goes back to, if there's any limiting beliefs, I can't do it, it's not going to work. If you don't believe it'll work, it's not going to work. But I'm telling you, it does work, and you do have the ability. So, number 4, you're trying to listen too hard. Now this is a big one. So you're trying to listen too hard. So you ever hear someone's like, did you hear that? And you're like, what? And you try to listen, and you're focusing, and you can actually feel pressure in your ears, right? When you're trying to listen for something, because you're putting that physical pressure there. When you do that, you're getting in the way. You're blocking their energy. You're so focused on listening. You're like physically, and the energy of focusing on that is actually blocking the communication from coming in. All you have to do is relax. Take some deep breaths and just relax. You don't have to focus on hearing them. You don't have to worry about hearing them. Just let it happen. Now, when I first started channeling, I sat for 20 minutes in silence and just breathing. I didn't worry about whether it was going to happen. I just breathed. I cleared my mind and breathed. Thing is, you have to just let it happen. Now, one thing I did do is every so often I would say, is one of my angels with me? It's one of my angels with me. And then I just sit and breathe. And eventually they said, yes, I'm here. Hi. If you don't get anything and you've been like, well, I've sat for 20 minutes and I don't hear anything, try again. Try again. Because I'm telling you, it's not them. It's only your limiting beliefs. It's maybe you were trying too hard. It's maybe you're not letting yourself relax, and you have a lot of anxiety in your chest you need to release. Now here's the number 5, and it's everybody, myself included, has trouble with this one. You hear them in your mind as your own voice, so you're not distinguishing your voice from theirs. Okay, so you're sitting and you're asking, is there any angels with me? In questions, you're not hearing anything out loud, and in your head you're hearing, yeah, my name's, Bob the Angel. It could be anything, I'm just making that up, of course, or I'm Jane. And your immediate thought is, oh, I just made that up, that's stupid. Or your immediate thought is, no, stop it, brain. We're trying to hear the angels. I want to hear them. So it's not them, but I'm telling you, it's them. It's them, because when you go into these types of ways of talking to them, they're not necessarily going to start talking with you out loud because they don't want to freak you out. That's something they try to avoid, which is why they usually work, through us, through our gut and through our intuition. That's how they get their messages across. But when you're trying to actually channel and have a conversation, it's going to sound like your own voice in your head. So what you need to do and what you need to practice doing is when you go into meditation to talk with your angels, you need to get a pad of paper and a pen. You write down your question. Are there any angels with me? Or how many angels I have, or whatever you want to say to your angels. Write it down, say it out loud, and then relax. And when you hear something like, hi, it's me, it's Bob. I'm your angel, I'm your guardian angel. Write it down. Write it down before your ego steps in and starts saying, oh, this isn't true, I made that up. Because I'm telling you, that's the biggest factor you need to let go of, that you are making this up in communicating with your angels, because it'll happen, and it'll happen a lot until you kind of figure out how to decipher from your own ego voice to your angels. Now, angels, they're always going to respond with love, the energy of love, and they're always going to respond right away. So that's why it's important you write it down. Whatever you hear first, write it down. That's them, before you can even dispute it. And that way, too, when you're done talking, despite your ego going against it, you can go back and say, oh, that's right, they said this before my brain said, no, that's not true. Make sense? Everybody's got this ability. Everybody can do this. If you want help with this, if you're wanting to live a lifestyle of working with your angels, of helping others with their angels, of communicating with your angels, of finding more out about angels and so many types of spirit guides and law of attraction, and just having a very spiritual life, and really just a life of joy and living your passion and your purpose, reach out to me. My Knowing Angels Academy is open right now. I do one-on-one work, and the link to my website is in the comments, where you can check out the program Knowing Angels Academy, as well as on my website there are a variety of other programs that are digital for those who aren't quite ready for that step but know they're here for something more. You're welcome to check that out. I hope this helps you. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day.